Just gonna check this is working now. Guys, how you doing? It's me, Big T, and we are in 3.8.1 on Star Citizen. It's been out for a few days and it's playing super well. I'm currently recording as well. I think I am. Just want to double check. Hang on. Yeah, we are currently recording, and the game is fucking smooth, man. It's playing really well. And what's amazing, and I've been pissed off about this game for a long time. I'm one of these weirdos who kind of really misses hover mode, and I've kind of been spitting my dummy out and not playing the game. It's not because I was literally being that silly, I was just not enjoying it. But here we go. The game has since been updated on 3.8.1. The flight system hasn't been modified. However, as far as I'm aware, and from initial inspections, there seems to be... I don't know if the weather is having more of an effect in this patch, or whether it's just a case of the planets themselves having this amazing looking weather right now. I'm going to head to Daymar and I'm going to show you just how shit hot this game looks right now. And it's playing better than ever. It really is playing very, very smoothly. When I say better than ever, yeah, it's pretty much up there. I'm currently on Port Olisar recording at 1440p on a GTX 1080, and I'm getting 40 odd FPS right now. It has been higher than that. But whilst I'm recording at the same time, that's pretty good. And I'm also using AMD Ryzen 2700X, so you know, pretty decent system, but not the best out there. But let's take a look at Daymar. I love this fucking planet. I always come to it, and I don't know, it's just close to Ollie, and that's that. But damn. It just looks so good, man. Another thing, great news. I'm using the Thrustmaster TM16000Ms, which is obviously a bit of a mouthful, but they are Flight 6 fundamentally. They're normally complete pricks because they stop working after a couple of months of buying them, and they don't stop working, but you'll have a glitch on Z rotation. Well, I almost threw them against the wall again today, and then I started searching online to see if there's any sort of solution, and one I hadn't came across before was to apply WD-40 on the actual sensor itself, which is built inside the stick, you know, the bit that you grab around about where your thumb sits. On the inside of that's your Z rotation, and you've got a fair few screws, about 7 or so screws to get through. It's a little bit fidgety, but not hard to get into, but difficult to close back up because you've got these little suction pads which fall off. Anyway, if you can do that, which I have just done, you will probably, if you've got the same problem, it's rectified it 100% for me. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but probably only a month or two. What's happened there? That's weird. Being jammed? Who the hell's jamming me? There's no pirates, as I can tell. That was weird. Okay, let's go to Eagle Flats Age Shelter. Close that chat off, as charming as it is. I'm laughing at my girlfriend downstairs. She's a nut job when it comes to a certain TV show. A couple of them actually. She just laughs her head off. I think she's got to be retarded, to be honest with you. So look, atmosphere is certainly improved. Now that's that. Oh god, no, it seems to be messing up now. Give me just a second. Key bindings. Task Advanced, go to movement. So what I want is the speed limiter. Now that should be on this side. And then acceleration limiter should be on this one. I think. Yes. But look, the speed limiter isn't working. Maybe it's changed, maybe it's gone now. No, I just can't adjust it anymore. But anywho, let's catch up to that bloody sun as best I can. Although it does give us an advantage to, a chance to, I'm very loud, a chance to see the lights in action, see how they may affect what's what. So you can see all the particles in the sky now, in the air. Which, I'm sure my frame rate was slightly higher, maybe smoother, but lights off, and lights on. One thing I've always loved about the ship is the light bloom that it creates. It's very Batmanish. Problem with Daymore as well, it's got a really thick atmosphere. It's not a big moon, but it's got a thick atmosphere. You can tell by the speed I'm going. 277 full speed. But look at this. Look at the lighting effects that are all happening visible there. As you move up into the sun, once you pass that central point, it would technically be, of course, around the entire sphere of the moon, of the sun. But it seems to be central, so when I pass that central point,
proximity alert, head.
I think I'm going to get too low to the ground.
Proximity alert, head.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But anyhow, let's continue on.
Engines.
Looking good, right? It certainly feels. It's just the visual, the sensation from the visual effects. I mean, look at the dust clouds everywhere. I'm somewhat in a storm right now, and it feels as if the plane should be handling quite badly, but of course, well, it isn't yet. And I guess that's why I miss hover mode, you know? It adds so much realism. I hope they do something with that. That's just as effective.
Proximity alert, head.
Oof.
Proximity alert, head. Proximity alert, head. Engines.
Well, this shit looks good, man. I know it looks good. It looks better than ever.
Head. Proximity alert. Proximity
And
alert.
it's nice to get my flight sticks back, man.
Engines.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that.
Proximity alert, head.
There we go, let's take a look higher up. Now we're definitely witnessing a storm down there. Still, everything's kind of still quite visible from this vantage point. It looks good though. It really looks good, and having that storm and the weather come in minimises those pop-ins quite a lot.
Proximity alert. Head. Landing gear deployed. Proximity alert. Deck. Proximity alert.
Oh, not quite as smooth as I was
Proximity
hoping.
alert. Head. Proximity alert. Deck. Landing complete.
But yeah, let's hop out now and take a look. Because the sounds have been updated as well. As you can tell, now there's wind. Let's try our flashlight. I hate the new flashlight, man. It needs to be better. I know that they're aiming for the oh, is that a cave? They're aiming for a different they changed it for the cave systems really. But there was nothing wrong with the previous one in my opinion, but you know, what can I say? Right, so new weapons. Now this isn't actually new, it's kinda new. It's brought in a few patches back. It looks a little bit inappropriate for the game, but anyway. Let's see, I know it's got to punch this one. I think if you hold it, yeah. Let's see what happens now. Oh, thank God for that. Pretty cool. Is this an energy rifle? Energy thing? No, it's ballistic. Alright, so I've got no spare rounds at all. That's shit. Let's see what happens now. Still one round, which is good. Okie dokie, I've got 3 times optical zoom, which is a little bit silly because it's just it should just be obviously what's in the middle of the glass that gets zoomed, but the whole thing does. I'm sure they're going to fix that at a future date. But this is the, I don't know what it's called actually. It looks really small there actually. It's I think it's a laser SMG. Something 5 laser SMG. I hate guns like that. Hold on. Is there any movement to change the firing rate? Maybe not. But yeah, man, that dust, the dust looks sick, and it really does make a difference. I mean, look at how realistic that makes this environment now. It looked good before, yeah, but it was never right. It never quite sat right. But this now kind of looks. Besides, obviously, you get these things like these rocks which are melded together in some way. This looks really good. The atmospherics really hide a lot of the defects. Let's try zooming out a little bit. I've forgotten some of these controls here. Yeah, they've still got to get the gravity shit going down, the physical animations. They need to improve on them, and they will. Oh, this is probably going to kill me. Didn't even get hurt. But in a nutshell, that's it. I might add some other clips to the to this video at the end, just so you can see the atmospherics. But let's have a little flight. So, but for any doubt, today is like January the 25th, I think, 2020.
Launch complete.
Whoa, whoa, that was unusual what I did then. Did I black out?
Proximity alert. Head.
It did not behave normally then.
Proximity alert. Deck.
I was meant to like fly up and that kind of thing, but not to that extent. I'd say there's definitely something going on with the flight system right now, in a good way. But look at this though. That. Still utterly, utterly, utterly retarded. There's someone else close by. Maybe not. But yeah, you know, they've really turned a corner, an impressive corner, by adding the weather the way they have done. It's not perfected. These pop-ins are still there, but it's a heck of a lot more. Your eye doesn't focus on it directly, you know, when it just pops in, and it doesn't just grab your attention the way it used to. So now I'm going to go head in the direction of the sun. Just look at the atmosphere. And they've got some really cool lighting effects. I mean, look at that. There's a yellow reflection coming off. It's just the atmosphere there. And as you look into it, it changes everything, as it does in real life, you know. When you look at the sun, everything else kind of changes towards that colour. You get that reflection, something. It changes the hue of the thing you're looking at. I can't remember what the... Let's see if I can take it into... There you go. What's this one? Can't remember the term. Decoupled. That's a decoupled mode, so now I can point my ship in any direction, and I still travel the route I was passing initially. Only technically possible in space. But they're getting better and better. I think what they need to sort now is scale, because you can reach a planet's surface way too soon. Like you fly up to the atmosphere, you're outside of the atmosphere, and then maybe you'll fly in, and I don't know, the numbers, they need to look at them. And maybe I think they need to look at the numbers. They also need to remove the speed limits that you have in space. I mean, yes, you would have technically, theoretically, a limit, but it would vary quite drastically, and it would also take quite a very long time to get there. Not this sort of 10-second acceleration that we have now. And then once I reach... That's my speed limit, 1112. It's technically 1112, 1113, but that's where it's at. losing speed now as well, which I'd probably be gaining really because of the gravity, but the atmosphere is also becoming thicker. But it looks good. There's definitely, see that wing thing? That's the game. Possibly because of the speed I was travelling was too fast. Definitely a wind thing going on. I mean, I'm turning hard to the right now.
Proximity alert. Head. Proximity alert. Head. Proximity
Still
alert.
can't control. Whoops. I was actually had my fingers off the controls there. I still can't control my terminal velocity, my maximum velocity. This isn't working. Anyway, I'm going to get back to that and look into it. That's it. That's how it looks these days. And it's flying with a bit more complexity to it. A little bit more because of the weather effects. And does seem to be some new mechanic in there. It's not a replacement for hover mode. I would love to see... I just wished they'd have fixed the glitches. It was so immersive. It was just... I loved it. Any of you guys who've seen my videos before, or one or two, you know, you've seen that I've like gone, this is a challenge, it is brilliant though. And it was. I just spent so much time flying around and trying to master it, and it was... If it wasn't for the glitches, I don't think it would have had quite the negative effect that it did for so many. And it just made bad pilots freak out. But the reality is, the only thing they had to do was become better pilots, and they'd have appreciated that. And I think you can become a better pilot, even if you're a casual player, even if you've only got a keyboard and mouse. But there's no doubt in my mind that the way you become and enjoy flying more is getting either a full HOTAS setup or twin sticks, and for me, twin sticks are the better option. But anyway, cheers for watching, thanks very much, bye bye.